Ladies, take a moment and really think about this. Why do some women naturally attract commitment, emotional consistency, and deep respect from men, while others keep facing breadcrumbing, confusion, and disappearing acts? Why can two women be equally beautiful, kind, and smart, yet one is taken seriously and the other is taken for granted? It's not about luck. It's not about looks. And it's definitely not about playing mind games or pretending to be someone you're not. It comes down to mental and emotional strength. Because the truth is, men respond differently to a woman who's anchored in herself. Not a woman who's shut down or guarded, but one who's grounded, emotionally intelligent, and knows her value without needing to prove it. By the end of this video, you're going to learn 3 powerful mindset shifts that will change the way men experience you and the way you experience yourself in relationships. If you're new here, welcome to Love Stoic, where we blend timeless wisdom with modern love strategies to help you lead with grace, dignity, and power in your romantic life. Let's dive in. Let's be honest. How many times have you sent a long, emotional text, thinking that if you just explained your heart well enough, he'd finally see your worth? Maybe he pulled away, and you hoped a thoughtful message would make him realize what he was losing. We've all been there. But here's the truth. Emotionally grounded women don't explain themselves to earn connection. They don't try to prove their value through words. They let their presence and boundaries do the talking. Let me give you an example. A woman in one of our private sessions was dating a man who stopped calling like he used to. He later sent her a message. "Hey, sorry I got caught up with work yesterday. Emergency situation. I'll call you tomorrow." She replied, "Oh no, that sounds stressful. Hope everything's okay. I've been reflecting on our conversation since then. I do have a date in the afternoon, but before 3 p.m. or after 8 p.m. works. Looking forward to talking." Now her message was kind, but overly revealing. She gave too much energy to someone who wasn't showing up with consistency. Here's how I helped her rewrite it. "Hope everything's okay. I'm free before 3 p.m. or after 8 if that works." Short, clear, self-respecting. The need to over-explain usually comes from anxiety, from trying to secure validation. But here's the reality. If a man wants to understand you, he will. If he doesn't, no explanation will ever be enough. So the next time you feel the urge to type out a paragraph, ask yourself, am I grounded in this moment, or am I trying to be chosen? Because sometimes even the need to be understood is a disguised form of chasing love. You are not here to convince anyone. You are here to connect with someone who already respects your presence. What does it mean to keep your energy in your body? It means not leaking your power through overreaction, chasing, or emotional chaos. Imagine yourself as a magnet. The moment you start overthinking, over-texting, or obsessing when he pulls away, your energy leaves your body. You're no longer magnetic. You're scrambling. A woman with true mental strength doesn't spiral when plans change or messages slow down. She doesn't beg for answers to soothe her ego. She notices, but she doesn't unravel. And no, this doesn't mean shutting down or pretending you don't care. That's just numbness disguised as strength. Real strength is the ability to pause, feel everything, and then respond with intention. Let's say the man you're seeing starts acting distant. Plans get cancelled. He becomes cold. Everything in you wants to chase him, fix it, close the gap. But instead, you breathe. You recenter. You put your energy back into your own life. You hit the gym. You journal. You call your girlfriends. You meditate. You live. And by doing this, you send a silent but powerful message. I don't fall apart when you pull away. I don't give up my peace just because you're inconsistent. I'm not auditioning. I'm choosing. Men feel this energy. They can't explain it, but they feel it. Men aren't drawn to women who need them. They're drawn to women who are whole and choose to share their light. That's what Love Stoic is all about. Keeping your strength, your peace, your magnetism inside you. Here's a hard truth most people won't say. When a man says he's confused, he's not. When he says, let's see where it goes, he already knows where it won't. Men are rarely unclear, but honestly, we often ignore the clarity inside ourselves. A mentally strong woman doesn't wait for a man to define the relationship. She is the definition. She doesn't wait to feel secure. She brings security into the space. Let me give you a visual. You don't ask someone what 2 plus 2 is. You already know the answer. You only ask questions like, where is this going, when you don't trust your own gut. So instead of looking to him for clarity, start asking yourself, do I know what I want? Do I know my standards? And am I honoring them, even when I'm tempted to settle? Because deep down, you already know when something feels off. You already know when you're shrinking instead of shining. The only thing left is to trust yourself enough to act on what you feel. And if you're still building that trust, it's okay. This isn't about being perfect. Every time you choose self-respect over self-doubt, you become stronger. Every time you choose your intuition over your fear, your confidence rises. So don't wait for a man to clarify your worth. Become the woman who doesn't need to ask. Gap 3S. Now, let's talk about the power of a positive mindset in relationships. Your mindset acts like a magnet. It attracts experiences and people that align with your energy. When you approach relationships with positivity, you create a space where healthy interactions can thrive. Here's why it matters. A positive mindset isn't about ignoring red flags or pretending everything's perfect. It's about focusing on what you can control, your own actions, reactions, and choices. Let's look at some practical tips. First, practice gratitude. Instead of fixating on what's lacking, appreciate what's good. For example, if he shows up consistently, acknowledge that. It doesn't mean you overlook issues, it means you start from a place of strength. Second, communicate with confidence. Instead of saying, I hope you're not mad, but try, I feel strongly about this, because your words shape your reality. Another tip, visualize positive outcomes. Before you meet or text him, take a moment to imagine the interaction going well. This sets a positive tone and reduces anxiety. Lastly, surround yourself with positivity. Spend time with friends who uplift you, engage in activities that bring you joy, and consume content that inspires you. Remember, a positive mindset isn't about being naive, it's about being resilient. It's about bouncing back from setbacks with a greater understanding of your worth. When you maintain this mindset, you not only attract healthier relationships, but also inspire respect and admiration. So focus on what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, and your energy. And watch how your interactions transform. Gap 3S. Now, let's explore the concept of emotional intelligence and how it can transform your communication in relationships. Emotional intelligence is your ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions, and respond thoughtfully to the emotions of others. When you're emotionally intelligent, you don't just react, you respond with intention, clarity, and empathy. Why does this matter in your connection with men? Because emotional intelligence helps you navigate misunderstandings, avoid unnecessary conflict, and build trust. It allows you to pick up on subtle cues, like the tone of his voice or the energy behind his words, so you can respond in a way that deepens your connection. Here are a few strategies to sharpen your emotional intelligence. First, practice self-awareness. Check in with your feelings before responding. Are you reacting from a place of insecurity or calm confidence? Second, listen actively. Give him space to express himself without interrupting or jumping to conclusions. Third, manage your triggers. Notice what upsets you and take a breath before responding. This pause gives you power. Another tip, validate emotions even if you don't agree. Saying, I hear you, or that makes sense, shows respect and keeps the conversation open. Lastly, reflect on your interactions. After a conversation, ask yourself, did I communicate my feelings clearly? Did I listen without judgment? When you lead with emotional intelligence, you invite more honesty and respect from men. You become someone who is both strong and compassionate, someone who sets the tone for healthy, mature communication. And the more you practice, the more natural it becomes to respond thoughtfully, even in challenging moments. Let's bring it all together. There are 3 shifts that will change everything for you in love. First, stop over-explaining. Second, keep the energy in your body. And third, trust that you are the clarity. Now here's a fun challenge I give inside my private coaching group, and well, I want you to try it too. Drop a comment below with a text you sent to a man that felt like you gave too much, tried too hard, or over-explained. I'll personally rewrite 10 of them for you, with stronger, simpler, grounded alternatives. Let's sharpen your texting game together. And remember, your relationships change when you change. That's what we do here on Love Stoic. Build self-mastery for love that lasts. If this resonated, subscribe and share it with another woman who's done being taken for granted. You are not here to chase love. You are here to attract what reflects your strength.